Hare Krishna. My name is Sri Murti Devi Dasi. I joined ISKCON in Caterage in the year 1977, just after school. That year, in 1970, in November, we were asked to come for a holiday to Caterage. So we went for a short all day, thinking it was just a holiday. Then somehow we just got so intrigued with the spiritual activities happening in the temple, and we stayed on. We actually stayed on the entire year going into the following year. We didn't go back home as such, even though it was just a holiday. We stayed on. And then we were engaged in various services. Our services was doing books, going out on the streets, Sankirtan. At that time, there was not very many devotees. It was just a handful at the temple. So we had to cover up a lot of other services, such as helping in the kitchen, helping in the temple room, making garlands, making the vase, serving the devotees prasadam. Then we also had extra services such we had new services. Those was doing book distribution. And we didn't know what was book distribution at that time. So we were told what to do. So we went, took the bag of books, and we went. There was a devotee who drove us to Durban town or Maritzburg town, and we were doing these books on the street, door to door. So thereafter, we used to go practically every day. We should leave the temple at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then we used to come back like about 5, 6. On the days that we used to go in the afternoon, then we used to leave like about 4 o'clock, and then we used to come back at 11 o'clock at night, because those times were more opportunities to meet the parents, because they used to be at work the entire day. And then not only that, then we had the market run to do. We had to go and collect vegetables from the market. This wasn't buying, this was asking people for donations. And some people will give us good quality veg, and not everybody will give us a good quality. Some will throw even their rotten stuff into our basket. So we will take it back to Caterage and we will sift through the entire thing. We'll pick up the good ones and the bad ones we'll throw it away. Those were used to offer to the Lord. Those are the humble beginnings, the early days. Then, then thereafter, we were given pages like pamphlets. We were collecting for this temple, so we were told to ask donors for bricks to pledge one brick. So we used to ask the householders, you can buy a brick and you can pledge so many bricks. So in this way, people were so keen because this was something new to them, a temple coming. I mean, the Hindu community was deprived of a real spiritual temple where everything was found, like how ISKCON was giving it to them. And they were so enthusiastic with this new temple that was coming up, and they were all lining up to give us, and we were just pledging that. I'm not sure actually what amount the bricks was, but it was quite very low price. And people were taking sometimes 10, 20, depends on their capacity. So, so that was our daily job, and we knew that there was a temple going to be built. So we came back. There were other duties that we had to still do, because, like I said, the temple was so short-staffed. We had to do so many. We were all rounders in the temple, even going on evening campaigns program, Fatima tent campaign program, we used to also attend some nights. Another very important service that was in the early beginning was carving candles. These were exotic candles that we had to do because the temple needed finance, and these candles used to be exported to Europe during the Christmas marathon, the Christmas season. And the temple made some money in that way too. And not to forget about our spiritual sky incense factory. Also, we were part of that, making, dipping the incense in all those tents and then getting it dried, getting it into package, and it used to be packed and shipped out to the foreign countries. This is one aspect of also raising funds for Radharadhana temple. And coming to my husband, Shamla Prabhu, the Rath Yatras, he together with Indadumna Swami helped initiate the Rath Yatra in 1989. The Rath Yatra that actually started again. Previously, there were Rath Yatra that took place early in 1978 or something. Then it was just there once or twice. It happened in Tongat. Then when Indadumna March came to South Africa, then he wanted to perform this Rath Yatra. So he requested my husband Shama Prabhu to let's go out and collect from all the donors, all the Indian people that he knew. Shama Prabhu was more actually used to the Indian preaching because he used to go to most of the Indian donors. They were very wealthy and they used to give very, very generously. So these are actually also the a lot of these donors came from there for this temple building, and still the same donors contributed towards the Rath Yatra festival, which Maharaj, Indira Maharaj, Shama Prabhu went countrywide collecting for this fund. And that year the Rath Yatra was such a huge success because the entire country was looking forward to the Rath Yatra, which was like practically non-existent in South Africa. And we had devotees come from different parts of the world also for our Rath Yatra. And Shama Prabhu was actually a very big collector. Whenever the temple needed some some money for some certain aspects in the building or in maintenance or even in the festivals, he was always the one who used to go out and get the money together for the different festivals, even for the phase two land that was next door. Actually, the phase two that was there. Even he approached one of our very senior life members. His name is Yamuna Charyadas. He sponsored that land for phase two. And they got the phase two building up also. So all these proceeds that he used to collect from going out to the Indian communities pledging, and he somewhat was very, very successful in this preaching. And not only he preached to them, he even made them to become full-time devotees, initiated devotees, followers of Srila Prabhupada. He not only took their money, he also took their hearts to Krishna. That was a good gesture on his side. He always wanted that. That was close to his heart, not only to take the money, but to bring them closer to Krishna. Okay, the message that I would say to the younger generation is this temple was built with a lot of hard work. Some devotees are still around, some people have immigrated, and some people have left this planet. So, my humble request to all the newcomers to please accept this temple, which is a ready made temple. You didn't have to uh, go out to collect to build it. Appreciate what is there for all of y'all. And in this way, devotees will have a place of worship, continue this process. What Prabhupada actually wanted, he sacrificed his old age and came here to give it to us. Our only next desire should be actually to follow what he has given us and read what he has given us also. There's so much in his books. You will get to know more of Prabhupada and more of all the devotees that struggled so much. This temple is a service of devotion, bhakti, which is actually people served with so many different kind of under circumstances, difficult circumstances. And for a temple now to be up here like this, it's so easy for you to just come now to be a part of this. Take part in our festivals. Numerous people come here, so it's a place to get together, to form a community, to engage in devotional service. I mean, this is what Prabhupada always taught us. This one lifetime, give it to Krishna. Don't lose this human form of life. At least give this one last time to Krishna, and at least He will protect you and He will take you back. That's what my humble request to the youngsters of today. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.